What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Josh and I'm here back with another tutorial. But before we hop into this tutorial, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell. Now let's get it. So before you start any haircut, you want to make sure that you comb or brush out the areas that you're going to be fading in to get the hair to lay down naturally. So right here we're going to be setting in our first guideline in this fade, which is the ball line. And I'm going to be using my cordless wall detailer setting in this line. We're going to be giving my guy like a mid fade, so I kind of dropped it in the back, but I didn't start as low as I could have. But we're not giving him a low fade, so that's why I started this high. And so right here I'm just going in and taking out all the hair that we don't need, getting our first guideline area as clean as we can to move on to our next step. So right after we get our ball line in, we're going to go in with our adjustable clipper with the lever all the way open. I'm using my cordless magic clips and I have the lever all the way open with no guard on, going up about ½ an inch, following the same shape as our first guideline. So I'm keeping it parallel to the first guideline while also keeping the width of my guideline the same on both sides. So right after setting in this guideline, as you guys can see, there's still a guideline that we have to take out. And to take out that line, we have to close the lever halfway and start under the line and flick up towards the line, blending this line out. So once we're done with that area and we have that line blended out, we're going to start on a new guideline, which is going to be with my #1 guard with the clipper with the lever all the way open. And I'm going up about probably like 3/4 of an inch on this part, not so ½ an inch. This is kind of wider, but we're getting to the top of our fade. So I'll just let you guys sit and watch as we set this guideline in. So right here we're going to start our fading down process. I started with my #1 guard with the lever all the way open to set this guideline in. Now we're going to work on taking the guideline out that it left behind, starting with my #1 guard closed, and I started under the line and I flicked up towards the line, softening this line up to come back with my next guard, which is going to blend it out all the way. So right here I drop down to my half guard, which is half of the #1 guard, and this is going to be the guard that takes out the guideline that's left behind. I'm starting under the line and flicking up to the same line that I was with the #1 guard. So right after I walk through my guards, I always have to go in and do some detail work using the corner of my clipper with the lever all the way open, and I'm just going to be notching at any dark areas that I see to make it blend even more better. So right here we're going to be blending into the longer hair. This requires me to have a bigger guard. So right here I have my #2 guard on with the lever all the way open, and I'm just going up and I'm flicking at the area right here around the parietal ridge where the hair is longer, and we're going to be fading down. So right here I close my #2 guard. Right after going around with it all the way open, I drop down to the #2 guard, and we're going to be walking down in our fade. So right after I use my #2 guard, I grab my #1.5 guard, and right here I have the lever all the way open, which fades right into a #2 guard. So that's going to start a whole new section for me in my fading down process. And right after I go up with the 1.5 guard all the way open, I drop down to the #1 guard, to the #1.5 guard all the way closed, as you guys can see right here, and I start under the line and flick up towards the dark line that we want to take out. So right after going in with my #1.5 guard, we're down back to the same section that we were at with our #1 guard all the way open. And it's crazy how when you're fading, everything meets, but I split it up into sections. So right here I'm just doing some detail work with my #1 guard, blending that area even better than we did before to make it connect all the way up to the top. So after I use my guards, I always go in and I do some clipper over comb work to to connect the sides with the top even better. I'm doing clipper over comb right here. As you guys can see, every time I go up, I'm angling the comb like at a slightly 45-degree angle, sometimes 90. It just depends on what side of the head I'm on and what I'm trying to cut, because you have to angle the comb to how much hair you want to cut. The more you angle it, the less hair you're going to cut. The more you angle it in, the more you're going to cut. So right here, I'm going to be trimming the top. I'm going to be cutting his hair down probably like an inch off, probably like 3/4 of an inch maybe. But I'm going to be doing this all the way around his head, evening it out, because it gets long and he doesn't like it too long. So right after trimming the top, I go in and on the sides where the hair connects with the shorter hair, and I do some more detail work to make that blend look even better. Moving on to the next part of the haircut, which is the lineup. Right here, I'm applying some holding spray, and I'm gonna lock it down with some cold air from my blow dryer to get the hair to lay down stiff, so I can line it up and give them that sharp, crispy lineup. So on the lineup, I'm gonna be using my cordless Wahl detailers, the same ones I used when I did my first line, which was my bald line. So I'm gonna let you guys sit and watch this lineup process. It's very satisfying, and his lineup came out super nice. Let me know what you guys' favorite trimmers are in the comments. These detailers hit very nice on this hair texture for me. I actually like the detailers overall, but my favorite are the Babyliss, but I just decided to use my detailers on this cut because I knew they would hit like crazy. So after doing the lineup with my trimmers, I came back with my razor to get this line even more detailed. So we about done with this haircut, but right here we're going to be doing some finishing touches using my thinning shears, getting this blend on the side as best as we can, because that connection between the short hair and the longer hair always matters. We don't want a heavy dark weight line around the parietal ridge, so we're going in and thinning it out. The detail work at the end of every haircut is a major key. But YouTube, if you watched it to this point, I appreciate it. Look where we brought my guy from. He needed this haircut. We got him in the door. I mean, this lineup is crispy. This fade looks nice. But YouTube, without further ado, this is the cut. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. And make sure to leave a like and leave a comment on what you think about this video. Follow me on Instagram at Joshxbarber, as you guys see on the top of this video. Go check out some more tutorials that I have. I have some dope content. It's your boy Josh, and I'm out.